2.5 years ago, Sergey called me. Hey, listen, I find a good place, Spain, Gandia. Good weather, all year. Good place for training, good beach, good food. Okay, maybe we try. Yeah, okay. We try. This is good. This is exercise I don't like, but this is exercise make me strong. Тяни, понял? Глюцами.
Oleksandr 50.
50. Last time was 40.
Last time was 40.
Yeah. 50.
5-0.
5-0.
I'm hungry. I need a champion's meal.
Can you possibly think of destroying him?
100%, of course. Yeah, of course. I totally understand.
No one's come close, Rico.
I know. So what an opportunity I have. Because what do I bring different to the table is I'm coming with kickboxing angles. And he's so used to, he's been dissecting the boxing game since I don't know what age he started. But that's how he does it. But the kickboxing game and the kickboxing angles are different. He hasn't seen that.
From the first bell, what are you going to do?
Knock his head off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm, like I said, I'm like 55 pounds heavier. Yeah. So as soon as I hit him, it's going to be something different.
You're going to knock his head.
Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven are all set for May 23rd, when two of the biggest names in boxing and kickboxing respectively take on each other at the foot of the Great Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. This is an unusual crossover fight where the challenger, Dutch kickboxing undisputed champion Rico Verhoeven, has the opportunity to win a boxing belt, that is, if he beats Usyk on fight night. Of course, Oleksandr Usyk is the favorite going into this fight. Not only does he hold the coveted WBC heavyweight belt, he has vast experience over Verhoeven, having fought and won against some of the toughest opponents over the years. Usyk, however, cannot take the man standing at the opposite end of the ring lightly. Rico Verhoeven is a vastly experienced fighter, having been crowned undisputed kickboxing champion, and while he doesn't have enough experience as a pro boxer, he's coming well prepared for this fight, having trained under some of the biggest names in the combat sports world. He has also been training under renowned boxing trainer Peter Fury for quite a while now, and this could probably boost his chances of victory in the upcoming fight.
May 23rd, Glory in Giza.
Verhoeven also looks bigger than Usyk, judging by their latest face-off footage. His punches hit hard, and he possesses enough speed to give his opponents trouble during a fight. Perhaps the biggest advantage he possesses going into this fight is the vast amount of experience he has in the boxing gym. Verhoeven has trained with some of the biggest names in the heavyweight boxing division, including the Gypsy King Tyson Fury, who sparred Verhoeven in the lead up to Fury's upset victory over Vladimir Klitschko. Judging by the training footage, Verhoeven could be one of the most daunting opponents Usyk has fought. His experience as a training partner and size give him a significant advantage going into this fight. However, if you still don't give him much of a chance, hear what strongman Eddie Hall had to say about Rico's power.
He is the hardest motherfucker I have ever met. You put Usyk, AJ, Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, Alex Pereira, Conor McGregor, line them all up, right? And say, right, which one would you want to fight the least? I think this is the problem, right? Is kickboxing has not had the limelight as what boxing has, right? So when you say someone's been the heavyweight champion of the world for 1 or 2 years, like, oh, he's got to be a hard motherfucker. Rico has been the world kickboxing champion for 14 years in a fucking row. He's never once been knocked out. He is humongous. He's over, I'm going to say 125, 130 kilo. 6'5", 6'6", just a huge human being. Hands like shovels, feet like fucking Wreck-It Ralph. And I can honestly, hand on heart, say, if you were to give me any man on the planet to stand and fight King Kong with, right, and give me any single man on the planet, I'd pick Rico.
To understand what Hall means by his comments about Rico, you need to watch his stunning jab and endurance abilities.
So I have actually got the hardest recorded punch on the planet.
I'm testing the hardest punch ever recorded. We're increasing the power every round. But will he or I get stopped before 100%?
50%. Here we go. 80%. Here we go. Yeah, that made me step back a bit then.
Nothing's wrong.
Sir, here we go.
And if that wasn't enough, Rico Verhoeven is extremely confident about his abilities going into this fight. Throughout the fight promotions and pre-fight press conference, Verhoeven has expressed his confidence about putting up a show and possibly knocking out Usyk on fight night.
AJ, Dubois, they've all landed their best shots on Usyk. He hasn't gone down, he hasn't been knocked out. Why do you believe you have the power to do this?
I don't think so. I don't think they landed their best shot on Usyk. Because he's so, he's slithery, he's all over the place. So I think he didn't get like rocked the right way. In the Fury fight, he got the uppercut. He was rocked. He was like wobbly. So it's definitely, it can be done.
What weaknesses do you see in him? Some people say he's maybe weak to the body at times. What do you see?
I don't know. He's a phenomenal fighter. He's a phenomenal fighter, all around, agile, an amazing gas tank. It's like a Rubik's Cube.
Rico, just a quick question from me as well. I want to ask, growing your boxing in the Netherlands, you've got Bredis Kraus, he's flying the flag for the Netherlands. What could this fight do to grow the sport of boxing in the Netherlands as well?
Yeah, for me now, it's such an honor to be representing the Netherlands and putting the sport of boxing
in the Netherlands on the map. Like, yo guys, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put the Netherlands on the map like it hasn't been on the map before. So for the World Championship and becoming world.
Verhoeven did acknowledge Usyk as a phenomenal fighter with a great skill set, agility, and stamina at this age, but he's been riding high on confidence since promotions for the fight began. He sees this as a massive opportunity for putting his country, the Netherlands, on the map, and believes that by conquering Usyk's WBC belt, he could further the sport's popularity in the country. As for Usyk, he defends his decision to fight Verhoeven in this crossover fight, despite all the criticism he's been facing.
Phil, we are very happy to see you back. I think boxing smiles when they see the name Usyk on a poster. But being here again, Oleksandr, on the big stage, how does it feel for you to be back once again?
I feel good. Listen, hi everyone. I'm very glad to be here. I'm very happy back in UK. You know, I missed a little bit, 6 months, yeah, last time. Thank you so much. Thank you, organization who do this. Thank you, Rico. Thank you, Rico team. For me, it's a challenge. A lot of people say, "Why you choose not boxer?" It's a great guy. It's a dangerous guy. You want, you know, please. One time, I wanna do what I want, not what need, because a lot of time I do what need another people, and you must, you have to boxing like this, you must boxing like this. I say, okay. Now I do what I need. Thank you so much.
Usyk has made it clear that he's doing what he wants for the first time in his career, and he has no regrets about it. This is a real fight, and he respects Rico Verhoeven as a competitive boxer. Verhoeven, meanwhile, expressed his profound excitement and gratitude for the opportunity to face Usyk. He acknowledges that while some may call him crazy for taking on such a dominant champion, he believes that achieving perfection in any discipline requires a level of obsessive passion.
From you so far since the fight has been announced, Eddie Hearn says you're crazy. I just wonder, in your mind, what does all this mean to you, Rico? A man who's mastered his kickboxing craft, to be sharing the boxing ring with Oleksandr Usyk, with an opportunity for yourself, let's not forget, to become world heavyweight champion. Just tell us what this all means to you, Rico, and why.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, all smiles, because what an opportunity we have to upset the world and write history. And exactly what Eddie said. Are you crazy? I think to be the very best at what you're doing, you have to be a little bit crazy. And I think that's not just me. I think that's in every vertical and every discipline. You do something, you have to be a little bit crazy and obsessed with what you're doing. And that's what I am. What I do to the point perfect. I do to perfection. In my vision, I love it, I enjoy it, I do it with so much passion, and I'm crazy excited to be here. Yeah, super thankful for the opportunity that Oleksandr Usyk is giving me. Like he said, he's doing something that he wants to do now, and he was open to the fight, he was excited about the fight, because it's something new, it's something different. We're bringing new eyeballs to combat sports in general. We're colliding two worlds together, kickboxing and boxing, to make the sport of combat even bigger. So, like I said, super thankful. For a lot of people that do not know, Jason Statham is one of the people that initiated this opportunity. So super thankful to him, and of course also His Excellency, because they were talking about it, and he said, let's do it. And then first, we got the opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua because of the tragic accident that got derailed. And then this opportunity came across. So super happy and thankful to be here.
Verhoeven's trainer, Coach Peter Fury, also shared his perspective on the upcoming matchup. He notes his long-standing 15-year relationship with Rico, having previously worked with him on the boxing side of his kickboxing training. Fury acknowledges that transitioning to a full boxing match presents a different ball game regarding styles and stances, but he describes Rico as a phenomenal athlete who, much like Usyk, possesses deep-seated beliefs and a relentless drive to climb the highest mountains. Fury warns that the fight will not be as easy for Usyk as some might expect, emphasizing that Rico isn't participating for a paycheck, having turned down more lucrative offers in other sports, but is coming to win.
Lisa, welcome. Just talk to us about your experience so far. You've worked with a lot of great fighters, but how's everything clicking together in the gym with this man? A new challenge for you as well as a coach.
Well, we go back a long way, actually, about 15 years. So I've always done the boxing side with Rico and his trainer, Dennis, but for kickboxing. So now it's a different ball game because it's boxing. Styles are different, stances, and 1 to 100, you name it. But if ever there's a guy who likes to climb Mount Everest, it's Rico Verhoeven. And he's a phenomenal person. He's just like Usyk. He's like Usyk in his beliefs, really nice guy, and he's a credit to the sport. So I can't speak highly enough of him. It's not going to be as easy as what people think it is, because nobody's here. He's not coming for a paycheck. He was offered a lot more money in other sports. He turned that down for this one. So he's super enthusiastic about it. And look, of course it's a difficult challenge. I think Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world, and he's earned it. And he's got my total respect. I think he's a fabulous guy. But look, this is a sport we're in. It's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen when that bell goes. And, you know, Rico, he's not coming to make the numbers. He's coming to win.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn was present during the latest press conference for the upcoming fight. Hearn highlighted the historic nature of this heavyweight championship taking place at the Great Pyramids. He labels Rico Verhoeven crazy for stepping up to face Oleksandr Usyk months after the previous fight with Anthony Joshua fell through, noting Rico's immense confidence. However, Hearn describes Usyk as a generational talent and the pound-for-pound #1. Ultimately, he frames the match as the king of boxing against the king of kickboxing, promising an unforgettable night where anything can happen.
You're about to see a show, the World Heavyweight Championship, staged at the foot of the pyramids in Egypt. It's going to be something that's never been done before. I said to him down there, I'm going to have to tell the world, you are crazy. This guy is crazy. I mean, he signed up to fight Anthony Joshua. Unfortunately, you know, after the tragedy, that fight didn't take place. And then he signed straight up to fight Oleksandr Usyk. But what that tells you, he has a huge amount of confidence and a huge amount of belief. He has a great training team. He has Peter Fury, who knows heavyweight boxing inside out. And what he has is dynamite in both hands, and hands like shovels as well. But he is fighting, in my opinion, not just the pound-for-pound #1, but one of the greatest fighters across any generation in sport. Oleksandr Usyk is one of a kind that I think we've never, ever seen before. I think we should appreciate him while he's here. And now you have the pound-for-pound king of boxing against the pound-for-pound king of kickboxing. It's going to be an incredible event. It's heavyweight boxing, and anything can happen. As I said, this man's got a pyramid to climb on May 23rd against one of the all-time greats. But something tells me with a look in his eye, he's coming to win. He believes he can win, and we'll see if he can do maybe the impossible on what will be a night that I think boxing fans will never forget in Giza in Egypt on May the 23rd live.
While the likes of Rico Verhoeven and Eddie Hearn are calling this a great, exciting fight, many boxing fans are disappointed by the matchup and the fact that the WBC decided to put the belt on the line. Wade Plemons was the one to voice his disappointment with the belts being on the line, calling this matchup a circus. His main grievance is that the WBC is allowing Usyk to put his championship belt on the line against an opponent with almost no professional boxing experience. Wade argues this disrespects legitimate contenders and boxing fans alike. While he acknowledges the financial appeal and the unique venue at the Pyramids of Giza, he views the matchup as a fat paycheck for Usyk. He notes that while Verhoeven has a massive size advantage, Usyk is a superior technical operator who has consistently defeated much larger heavyweights. He concludes that unless a miracle occurs, Usyk will likely provide an easy masterclass, wasting months of the sport's time on a non-competitive title defense.
Why is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world not just taking a recess from fighting the biggest and best boxers on the planet when he is the sitting champion, but also putting his title on the line to fight a kickboxer with one professional boxing match in his career. That's the big part that really irks me. It's not that, I mean, it kind of is that Usyk is just doing this, like, whatever, okay, Usyk can go and do exhibition fights, sure, fine with me, as long as you're not putting the title up, and really, you should probably vacate the title if you're not going to defend it. But then when you include the title, and you include it's a professional boxing match that the title is on the line for, I've said so much about how dumb the sanctioning bodies are, but Mauricio Sulaiman's really outdone himself here. Making this for the WBC title spits in the faces of not just contenders, it spits in the faces of boxing fans, because now you're expecting us to believe that these are the two best heavyweights on the planet in boxing, and we know they're not. We all call bullshit. This fight isn't even remotely interesting in terms of what we're doing it for. Are we really doing it because it's a fun thing to see Oleksandr Usyk fight Rico Verhoeven? No. We're doing it because Usyk wants a little time to do something else, make a fat paycheck, and they're going to do it at the bottom of the pyramids of Giza. That's why we're doing it, so we can show off that we can put fights at the pyramids of Giza. Did we not learn our lesson in Times Square? How much of a fucking shit show that was? You'll still do a watch party? I'll watch it. Listen, I don't have to think that McDonald's makes the best food in the world, but if I'm hungry, I might eat it. It's not 5-star cuisine, but it's edible. You're not talking to the guy that discounts circus fights. You want to have one, whatever. But it's like, would I rather watch this or Usyk versus Kabiel? I'd rather watch Usyk versus Kabiel. Would I rather watch this or Rico Verhoeven versus Francis Ngannou in MMA? I'd rather watch Rico and Francis in MMA.
But speaking of Verhoeven, Hamza Shiraz, who will be fighting on the undercard against Alan Begic for the vacant WBO super middleweight title, slammed the Dutch kickboxing icon for boasting about knocking out Usyk. He predicted that Verhoeven will get absolutely ironed out. Shiraz emphasizes that Usyk is a master of the sweet science who has already defeated the likes of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. He acknowledges that any fighter has a puncher's chance, but he highly doubts Verhoeven will be able to make that chance a reality against such a technical artist.
You know, this moment that's coming up, Hamza, we had him on the show yesterday, this Dutch kickboxer. What a good lad he was, Rico Verhoeven. But nonetheless, Hamza, he's a kickboxer. And he's going to fight Usyk. Yeah. What do you make of that? What do you make of that matchup? He says he's all for it and he'll knock Usyk's block off. Whether that happens remains to be seen. What do you think of it?
Listen, I think he's going to get absolutely ironed out. That's the truth. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you're fighting Oleksandr Usyk. You know what I mean? Someone who's beat Joshua, beat Fury, not only once, but twice. And it's too much of an ask, you know what I mean? He has got a puncher's chance, we all have, but whether that chance will actually come to fruition, I don't really think it will.
I mean, at the end of the day, God loves a trier, and he absolutely backs himself to cause a major, major upset. But judging from what you've just said, Hamza, no chance at all.
Listen, if I was getting paid what he was getting paid, I'd be backing myself as well. You know what I mean? I'd be fully for myself, and I'd be giving it the spiel and saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I get it, he's selling the fight, he's got to do it. But yeah, let's be real.
While the boxing world isn't as excited about this matchup, both fighters are working overtime to promote the fight. Rico Verhoeven especially wants this to be a memorable experience for himself and the fans. But can he trouble the greatest heavyweight boxer in the sport right now? Can he really cause an upset as he claims? We'd love you to answer that question. Drop your prediction and opinion on the fight in the comments. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.